How convenient is this? The most impressive winner on the card last night, driven by you, my friend, Doug McNair. Welcome. Thanks for
having me.
Coming in tonight on the Friday edition of Woodbine Racing Live. Jason's out. You take a seat immediately. Just fantastic. Maybe tell me about that horse last night. That was his maiden breaking win, with 52-2 on a cold night.
Yeah, you know, the wind was in his face pretty good in the stretch, and I never really called him that much down the lane, and he come 26-2, so that's a pretty powerful quarter. But I mean, he was good the week before. Jody took him off the gate, and he just got nailed the wire by nose. He come 26 the week before, so he looks sharp this year. Last year he had a lot of speed, but he used to make the odd break, and he was a little hot, but he seems a lot more mature this year, and hopefully he's got a big year.
High aspirations, obviously being paid into Grand Circuit events like the Sun Beach Somewhere and the Pepsi North American Cup up to this point. But maybe, you know, thinking of just an OSS career for him this season, you think he could step up his game and be a major player in that? Yeah,
the OSS for sure. You know, I haven't seen a whole lot of colts out just yet. Of course, there's going to be some coming out of the woodwork, but I definitely think he's going to do real good in there, and hopefully he can step up the Grand Circuit, a couple of Grand Circuit races.
Kenny, I know you didn't hear it because I'm the one that's got the earpiece in, mentioning that we love golfing, which is right. We're going to get out Tuesday. Jason and I playing against you and J Mac. We're hoping to get that match going, but saying we play from the ladies' tees. Now I know when we play with Ken, it's just kind of we're just kind of skipping the middleman because he likes to hit from a couple of tees back, but he usually only makes it up to those lady tees, right? So we're just kind of helping him out a bit.
Yeah, and I think he hits from the senior tees too.
Oh, is it the seniors?
Oh,
okay,
that's right.
Yeah, that's Mr. Middleton. How was the golf game?
Getting my bang for my buck, I guess. I'm hitting the ball a lot.
Yeah,
often.
James always seems to think that when you keep score, you always win by a stroke.
Yeah, James, he used to be a pretty good golfer, but his game's falling apart.
Game's falling apart. Last night with those 2 wins, that puts you closer to 3,000. Big milestone coming up for you. Only 18 wins away from that. Pretty exciting for you.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely something I haven't been thinking about a whole lot till you brought it up, but getting a lot of power to drive, and that definitely helps.
A lot of times when we bring it up, it takes them, the individual, forever, it seems, to get to that. Yeah. I hope that's not the case with you. But, you know, fresh on the heels, of course, of your first O'Brien Award trophy, still reeling from winning that big award for Driver of the Year?
Yeah, you know, I look at Joe sitting up in the mantle once in a while in the house, and I appreciate it quite a bit.
And there you are on O'Brien night with your beautiful wife, Rachel, accepting the award.
Yeah, that was a great night.
Yeah. And there's Porty and Kenny.
Yeah.
Celebrating, and your dad, of course, just great to have the whole family there. You know, when you talk about excitement, you know, obviously last year was very excited, but now, again, I mean, you're deemed the man. You win that O'Brien Award as the top driver. You're now our leading driver here at Woodbine Mohawk Park early on. You've got a comfortable little margin. But when you get horses like Stay Hungry, and you get horses like Easy Lover Hanover, and some other OSS horses, but now these Grand Circuit ones, you know, your first Breeders' Crown win here with Stay Hungry last year at Hoosier Park. How excited are you for 2018?
Oh, definitely really excited. You know, all winter we're just racing Woodbine and a lot of climbing races and stuff, and you're just kind of waiting for this time of the year to come around. And you know, you've been to Florida a few times. I trained them a few times, so I mean, you get pretty excited about it. Hopefully, have another good year.
Now, talk about Stay Hungry and how he's come back. You know, a couple of qualifiers now with him.
Yeah, he the first qualifier he got a really good trip. You know, he just went around and got to follow Dave Miller. He had Pedro Hanover, I think, and they went pretty good fractions. And he ended up winning in 50. And last week, Tony didn't want to go just as much because that's a pretty big mile. So we just sat him in last week, and he finished up good. So his first start's next Saturday in Pocono.
Yeah, Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. And you'll make the trip
to
drive them? Yeah. So you'll have to skip SBOAs here, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your busy schedule, because I know obviously you were going to the Meadowlands the last couple of Saturdays, having to drive in those qualifiers, you know, for Tony Alagna and some others. Don't have to worry about that, however, tomorrow. But just kind of maybe going through your schedule, I go back to last weekend and I think you qualified here Friday morning.
Yeah.
Then you raced. I know we had an abbreviated card. We were canceled, of course, because of the weather and the power out. But then Saturday morning you fly to Jersey. You qualify a bunch there. Then you come back here, you drive a bunch. Sunday, I'm assuming you had a light day?
Yeah, me and my wife hung out, had a nice supper.
Okay, so that's your downtime.
Day, yeah.
Then Monday, this guy decides, I'm going to qualify in the morning here. Then I'm going to fly to Ohio, race in Miami Valley. You had Joy Luck Club.
The
Chip Noble. Yeah, with the 9-hole.
First start of the year.
Didn't work out first start of the year. But then you come back here. Could have just said, I'll just take my time. Come back here, you drive 3 races at the end of the card.
Yeah, the airport we flew out of it's actually about 10 minutes south of here. So, and I live about 12 minutes north of here. So on my way back, decided to stop. Figured I might as well drive a couple on my way back. So
Yeah.
got a couple checks worked out.
How do you keep up with it? Like, what do you do? I mean, I know you go to the gym. I know you stay fit and you condition yourself, but mentally, how do you keep yourself, not tired?
A couple of beers once in a while.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Take it easy.
We don't do a lot of work in the morning, or most drivers don't. So that kind of, like a lot of trainers and grooms and stuff, they're up 5, 6 in the morning, and they get the same type of schedule as we do. They work all morning, and which we don't, and they work all night too. So I mean, we get lucky that way.
I touched on Easy Lover Hanover. He's won 9 in a row. He's just recently received an invite to the used to be the Molson Pace signature event at Western Fair, but now it's renamed the Camluck Classic inaugural edition coming up at the end of the month. You'll get to drive him. How excited are you for that?
Yeah, we tried him on a half last year in Flaherty, but I don't think he was ready to go. He wasn't as sharp as he is right now. He's definitely definitely the sharpest horse, or one of them in North America for sure. So it's definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, but that's a tough race. There's a lot of good horses.
Yeah, what would it mean to you to win that prestigious race at Western Fair, a venue where you earned your very first career win?
Yeah, a lot of people probably wouldn't think it would be a big deal to me, but it actually is. I'd love to. I've raced in that race a lot, and the best I've ever done maybe was 3rd. So I'd love to win that race. That's where I got started at Western Fair, and hopefully I do good there.
Although you don't have to fly to Jersey tomorrow to qualify, you're still going to be pretty busy. You've got 10 drives tonight, 9 tomorrow, so you've got 19 drives in the next 22 races that we've got here on the program. Then even Sunday, you've got a couple in the Confederation Cup limbs, and then Monday, of course. But I just want to focus in on these drives you've got tonight, Dougie. Just looking at these, maybe a couple that you feel give you really good chances at coming through tonight.
Well, you got it up on the screen here right now. There's a lot of first or second favorites. I got a pretty good looking card tonight. The first race, first time Patrick Shepard. That usually works out pretty good. And Kiwi Focus is dropping down. She qualified good.
Yeah, nice tightener for her, right?
Yeah, she qualified good. And Riki, he won his last start in the same class.
What about Cantabernay? I know he was on the front last time.
Yeah, I put him on the front. Well, it actually worked out that I jammed up a little bit in the first turn. I put him back to the lead, and he didn't like that. And Scotty told me he doesn't train good on the front either. So hopefully we just throw that line out.
Last year, no win's bigger, of course, than that Breeders' Crown with Stay Hungry. But Better's Up got you a big win early in the year. And it was the Fan Hanover final. She's back tonight, embarking on her 4-year-old campaign. Maybe talk about how she's come back.
Yeah, she's funny. She doesn't excite you too much training her or qualifying her. She knows kind of when it's race time. She qualified. She qualified her first time. She jumped over a shadow or something in the stretch, and last week she went 53. It was a pretty good mile, but she might take a start or two to get rolling with these fillies. Tomorrow,
I don't want to talk about many of your drives, just one, because I was looking ahead early in the program. There's a mare I like. She had a troubled trip last time. Her name is PL Hurricane. And you're picking up the drive on her tomorrow. I believe it was James driving her last time. What do you think of her chances?
A lot of people would say that's a pretty good driver change. Just kidding, James.
I serve them up and you just hit them right out, right?
No, but she's a nice mare. Brownie's done good with her, and she's avoiding a few of those top mares, and she should do all right in a different driver.
All right. Well, keep up the good work, my friend. Thanks for stopping by and doing this for us. All the best with your drives tonight and going forward in the stake season. And I don't really want to wish you good luck on Tuesday with the golf game. I hope your game's a little off on Tuesday.
It's going to have to be, right?
Yeah, it's going to have to be. That's Doug McNair. He's got a lot of drives tonight. Might be worth a good bet on a few of those races, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick time out. When I come back, I'm going to get tonight's edition of Woodbine Racing Live rolling as we talk this solid 11 pack.